Alright, I'm going through a 3-inch cast iron vent here. The property does not have a proper clean out at the front of the property, so I do recommend installing a proper clean out at the front. So let's see if I can access the main sewer line here. Alright, so now I hit lateral here. Let me zero out my camera. So the main sewer line is cast iron. It does have some wear, some rust issues. The property is built in 1940, so this is all original. So this pipe does have some wear, age-related wear here. So I'm not too sure which direction it's going. It appears to be going towards the main city street. I'll locate the pipe later. So on the, it was cast iron, so right here about 8 feet out, when I hit lateral, I traveled 8 feet, it transitions to clay. So let's see how far I can take this. Clay pipe is good pipe. It'll last for many years. One of the issues with clay pipe is the joints do occasionally get damaged. This looks okay so far. I don't see any issues with it. Hopefully we don't. "27 feet out, 28 feet. That number at 28 right there. It's going to turn to 29 in a second. Right there, 29. That's distance traveled. And then the slope of the camera is plus. See that slope? I don't ever want to see a slope like that. I want to see negative slope. So I do have a positive slope there. See how far I can take this. The goal is to get to the main city connection and to visualize that. And that's located underneath the city street. And then we'll see if I can trace that later. So that's that. That's a connection there. See how far I can take this. 52 feet out. Sometimes I might have to ask the occupant to turn the water on because it gets harder to push. I don't see any tree roots, any damage. -2. -78 feet. It's getting harder to push dry. Once it starts to turn, that means I'm getting close to the city connection. And that's the city saddle there. Looks good. That's a good thing. I didn't see any issues with this. It's clay pipe. City saddle, there it is, right there. I don't see any cracks, damage, any issues to that. I'm going to have the occupant flush the toilet. I'll be right back. the occupant flushed the toilet, we should see a gush of water in a second. I hear the flush happening now, so we'll see when we see the gush of water. And then I'll go trace this in a second. Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. "85 feet out." Let's see if we see a gush of water. There it is. All right, so that's the main sewer line. That's the flush toilet in that first unit. It looked good. So now let me turn on my sound. It emits, my camera heads emits a radio frequency that I can detect where this camera head is and how deep it is. So I'm going to locate that for you just so we know which direction the sewer line runs. I'll be back. Okay, so the sewer line city connection looks good. See that? I don't see any cracks, any tree roots, any damage. This is all clay. So I had the occupant flush the toilet. So now I'm going to just backtrack and just visualize the pipe again. I'm recording. This was a little boring because there's not much going on. This clay pipe looked good. And the pipe dumps onto the Thompson Street, about 6 feet deep. So it's underneath the city street, but it looked good. See, I don't see any issues with it. Tree roots, broken pipe, damaged, disconnected, or any joints that are offset. So it looks good. Good news here. The only thing that I do note is underneath the house, you do have cast iron, which is worn. It's original. So that pipe may eventually need to be replaced. There are plumbers that do a descaling, but what happens is if you descale old cast iron pipe, it could break. But it doesn't look occluded or blocked. It's just worn. Later on, you might have to do ABS underneath the house just to kind of button it up and make it up to current standards. I do recommend installing a clean out at the front, but what happens is if you start cutting into cast iron, it becomes an issue, and you might, you'll have to cut it and put a two-way clean out in there. So it's recommended. A clean out install at the front of the property is approximately $3,500, in that range. So that's the only thing that's recommended here. And a clean out is required by current standards to bring to have an access to your main sewer line. You do have small clean outs at the side and the back of the house, but those are too small, and it's required at the front. So I'm going to note that. So far, it's just a $3,500 upgrade repair that is recommended to have a sewer clean out. So I'll put that in the report. But other than that, this pipe looks good. Like you see, like you're looking at this, I'm just backtracking. I don't see any issues with it. And I'm just backtracking 20 feet out. So install a proper 4-inch clean out at the front, approximately $3,500. There's that cast iron that has some wear. And now I'm vertical here, and I'm just about to retract my camera, and we'll be all done. Here's the property that I just inspected, and I'm on the roof. Give me a call if you have any questions. Thanks again.